everyone, and welcome to today's class. Maybe you've got new ideas or a new way of doing something, of approaching something, new plans, and you may also meet new people today, or people who have different views, different ideas. So it's like a very curious time, a very interesting time. And it's great for sharing ideas, for making plans, for being together, brainstorming and creating something. So whatever idea you've got, whatever plan you want to make, go ahead. And if you do it with other people, you know, teamwork makes the dream work. So let's go ahead, let's see what the guides do or want us or have us do to help this energy. Now, little toes in line with your hips or muscle line, little fingers in line with your shoulders, nose, sternum, navel, pubic bone in line, sit bones together, and then it's like a fountain coming through your head continuously. Ribs together, navel towards your spine, and knees and elbows relaxed. And this is how we start working our way around the arms. So it's reaffirmation of the upper arms. So from here, you've got your arms hanging by your sides quite loosely, and it's in line here. So you've got your shoulder blades parallel. Little fingers towards your spine, lengthening everything, and it's like a continuous fountain through your upper body. And whenever you feel like I'm not working, I'm just standing here, think long, activate the muscles, and you'll notice the difference. It's lengthening your entire back and then actually your entire body, because what you could do if you've got your weight off your legs, what really is the idea behind all this, is that you can then lengthen also the front of your legs below your hip bones, lengthening and releasing. And one more, little fingers towards your thumbs, lengthening. Yeah, and still, this is the contraction, the foot is rolling. Let's see what we can do. Okay, lengthening and releasing. Okay, now, working our way the other way around, thumbs towards the little fingers. Just make sure that you're not tensing the shoulder joints. It's below your delta muscle here that you are lengthening, ribs together, lengthening and releasing. Okay, one more time. Now thumbs towards the little fingers, everything's long, ribs together, and releasing. Okay, to the end of the mat, and with that same muscle coordination, lengthening, lowering everything, just have your head hanging down loosely, everything's long and relaxed. And of course, you're not expected to be able to do something like this. You can bend your legs, you can put some yoga blocks or books or a little chair underneath so that you can reach and that you can be wherever you need to be, right? Everything's fine. So from here, breathing in, all we do is thinking from the sit bones to the head, lengthening the back. And just release. Breathing in on the out breath, lengthening. And release. And again, on the out breath, lengthening. And just bend your legs. Have the energy flowing back. Okay. We're repeating this with a turn of the upper body. So we're lengthening and turning, and we're looking at our arm because we're describing a circle, a semicircle to be accurate, with our arm, and follow the arm. Okay, so again, same thing, hips parallel to the floor. Wherever you are, you're great, that's good. Now breathing in, on the out breath, lengthening, looking at your middle finger, describing the biggest possible circle, coming up here, and lengthening, lowering, down we go. And lengthening, other side, lengthening. And lengthening, navel in. And lowering. And lengthening. Lengthening. And lowering, navel, lengthening. And then continuing, and lengthening. 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 Just make sure you're not overtaking your eyes with your arm or the other way around. And you're not expected to get that far. Yes, it's just how you can do it. The important thing is to program to lengthen before turning. Because like this, we avoid lots of injuries. Okay, the next exercise is also set at the moment. And it's the stability exercise for our lower back and hip. And the great thing is it does not only manifest or create more stability in our body, but also in our life. So if you need that, go ahead. Go ahead with that exercise. Continue, do it continuously. I can only recommend that. It works. By universal law. So, we're starting again the same way, exact same way as before. So wherever you've been, you're great. Now it's important that the heel of the supporting leg is on the floor, that you don't do anything like this. So whatever you do, this is important, okay? So now I'm lengthening the upper back. Yes, I'm lengthening the entire back, I wanted to say, and my upper leg is bent. The other one is whatever you can do with it, right? That's fine. Think long behind your neck, think long with the entire back, and just down. Release, relax whenever you notice that your thoughts of the lengthening do not anymore make a difference. As long, or for as long as it makes a difference and you notice it creates some space, go ahead. Okay, so hips parallel. And lengthening, energy through the head, through the back. Oh wow, yes. There was some space to be discovered. Just let the blood flow back. Now this time we're thinking a little longer, and whether that makes a difference or doesn't, no problem. Yeah, whatever you can do. It's not about stretching, it's about lengthening always. So lengthening means think from your sit bone to your heel and see where you're going, making sure you're not turning your hip. And I need to do this now a little bit dynamic because of the still some contractions in there. Continuously less because of what we do, but obviously I have to work. So, lengthening, that's what it is. Okay, so just having the blood flowing back. Great, other leg. As before, making sure you're standing on your foot. Well, yeah, it wants to roll all the time. Okay, so let's see what we can do. Alright, and then dynamic. Just feel your way, and it's always a part of the circle in case you decide to do this. And lengthening. Okay, right. Having the blood flow back, and just see how the body is. Just relaxing here. Yes. Also, maybe you want to stretch, or you want to give your energy field a shake, like this, 3-dimensional for your arms to not affect the shoulders. Also this, the trembling of the legs, is a Chinese medicine exercise, navel in. You know, they do a lot of things there which help very much. Yeah, it's just now tune in with your body. See if there's anything feeling weird, any tension, any pain, something like that. If you need to massage to loosen up a little bit, it's always helpful. Okay, my favorite and the kids' favorite, head down, elbows closed, and here we go. If you have any kids or grandkids, they will love this exercise. Okay, wow, yes. So, and the guide said before that we do rolling on the balls of our feet. So you can do that. I show you different variations, and it would be great if you try them all and then you choose what you repeat, okay, while I'm showing the different versions, or keep showing. Yes, the little fingers in line with your elbow and with your little toes, so you're on the balls of your feet, lengthening. It's like the plank position on your underarms, and I'm now rolling on the balls of my feet 3 times to start, and then I'm lengthening one leg and I'm rolling on the other one. Lengthening, so that's actually the exercise. The 3 times rolling is just the preparation. Lengthening. Yeah. Make sure that you really think from your sit bone through your head, so you've got this line, that you are in alignment and that you're long behind your neck. And of course, if you wish, you can also do that in the plank position. That's here, elbows relaxed. And then at the very beginning, you also start with 3 times rolling, and then it's lengthening one leg, as I've shown before. Energy through your heel, but of course, the majority of the energy needs to still come through your upper body to make sure that your hips stay parallel. And if all that is fine with you, yes, of course, you can now just do some more, and you don't have to do the rolling, the preparatory rolling on both heels from the beginning each time. You just go and lift the leg. But you can also, if you like, I do that in plank position now. Yeah, of course, you can also do it on your underarms. You can also lengthen the leg and then open it and come back. Important is to always think a part of a circle, so don't think you're just opening it back, because it makes a difference in your core. You will notice that if you keep lengthening, your core keeps working. If you stop lengthening, you make it more difficult for your core to keep working, okay? But you don't have to believe me that. Try it for yourself. Okay, just relaxing. And they say that we're now doing the backward balance, okay? So we do that, which means on the elbows first, legs together, and make sure that your elbows and your shoulders are in line, and that your little fingers and your elbows are in line, and there's nothing funny with your head, with your hands happening. Okay, so from here, not trying to lift up, it's lengthening from your sit bone through your head, and then lengthening, and lowering, and lengthening. Yeah, thinking long behind your neck. I'm just thinking, I can't see myself, so I hope I am in line. Lengthening, so it's nothing about backwards, forwards, it's all trying to lengthen. Sinking the energy out of your head, right? Okay, so now, if you like, you can also try that on long arms, not necessarily more difficult. Okay, so, but important not to lift from here. Sit bones, head coming up, lengthening, and lowering. Okay, one more time. And lengthening up, and lowering. And I do it one more time. Lengthening, as you notice, I'm not holding, I'm thinking energy through, seeing if I'm long or not. And then elbows relax, and I'm lengthening still when I'm coming down. Now, if you like to try this, you can lengthen one leg, and then lengthen it even more to come down. Although, I'm repeating myself, the majority of the energy goes through your upper body, because up and down doesn't work. Yeah, up and down would be like this. Yeah, and that's not what we want. We want the lengthening, and then It's lengthening here and lengthening and lowering. Keep lengthening, elbows relaxed, okay? And you can start this by lengthening 2 centimeters. Nobody tells you that you have to get your leg up, I don't know, up to your ear, okay? So lengthening, because what it really is, it's about trying to see how much stability you have in your core. And of course, that works so much better with starting slowly, okay? Good. And relax. And then we see what's next. Okay, right. Right. Thank you guys for working so well in tune. Sometimes they are really, I don't know, making a secret out of what's coming next. Okay, so there are 2 versions. If you are new, you can do this on the floor, and I would very much recommend it. And then it would be sliding out the leg, slide flex, but not too flex. It's because the energy is from your sit bone to your heel coming up here, and now you're lengthening, and then you're lengthening the upper body, so it comes like this. And then when you bend the knee, it's like energy out of your knee, and that makes a difference in your hips, so it doesn't come in here. It's like lengthening up and keeping the space, okay? So we do that 4 times, sliding out, coming up. Yeah, trying not to do it too fast. Little toe in line with your hip or muscle line, very important. And then after that, and you're not expected to be able to stretch your leg like that or to have it this long, but from your sit bone to your heel, there is an imaginary line, and it can be like this, your leg, or like this, you know, everything's fine. And your knee is always relaxed. Now from here, you think energy through your heel, and then it's like lengthening and lengthening here. Lowest point would be the sit bone heel in line, so it's not on the floor. And now when you bend, it's really important that you think energy through your knee and the fountain, and then you keep the space here. And you really notice that it makes a difference, not only in your hip, but also in your lower back, because everything is free lengthening, okay? So, I will do it in a different way, which is the other way, but as I'm saying, if you're new, please do the first one, okay? Lengthening here, from your sit bones to your head, and if there is any tension in your neck or upper back, please make sure that you feel the weight of your head. You can even push with your head against the hands, no problem. And I'm not trying to really come up, I'm always trying to lengthen it, and then I'm getting my legs up, and I do it in the air. You can also have one hand here, and then it's on the floor, and coming up, okay? And the other version is then, and of course, bent leg, everything's possible, whatever you wish. Now, little toe in line here, always, and you always think long, your upper body long in the leg, and you can really feel the stretch here. And now maintain it by energy through your knee, by visualizing that, okay? So that's what we do. Okay, here we go, 4 and 4. So, starting, sliding out and lengthening. Just make sure that you're not working with momentum. You know, really lengthen your upper body and lengthen your leg, which requires time. But also, it is then possible to visualize the lines, to make sure that you've got them, and that you can get some feedback from your body, which is the most valuable. This is actually what I'm after with all this training, that I can really see, okay, how's my body doing today? And lengthening, and lengthening, and lengthening. And then changing hands. Here, elbows always relaxed and close to no tension. Sliding out, trying to massage your foot a little bit if you can. And it's not much flex, my toes are totally happy. It's just energy through the lowest point of your heel. Important. Lengthening and up. And we got 2 more to make 4. And lengthening. And 1 more time. And of course, you can also take a little break before you continue. Other leg. Now it goes up in reverse. And as I'm saying, you can bend this. Yes, so you do whatever is helpful for you. Lengthening. And now bending the elbow and everything's long. And up. And lengthening. Bending in, up we go, lengthening, in, and 1 more time, lengthening, in, and change. And lengthening, and in, navel towards the spine, and lengthening, and in. Now make sure to really use your own timing. So interesting, whenever I do leg exercises, my entire body gets so calm. Yeah. Let me know, please, if that's also the case with you. The guide just said it's because of the approach of the lower back and hip, and that all this stress then can just relax, can just, fall off. It's interesting. So interesting. Okay, so let's see what they want. Come on, tell me folks, what else? Rolling up and down, okay. Yeah, if your body does something funny, this was not planned, it was just necessary, okay? So if you have something like that and it feels good, this is also why we are calling this feel good workout, then please do that, because it's not about feeling good afterwards, it's about feeling good while you are exercising. This is Abraham Hicks, who they tell us, they always tell us, there is never a happy ending to a painful journey. And that's also for our body. Yes, our body needs to feel good while we're exercising. Not only afterwards, but also afterwards. Okay, great. So we're doing rolling up and down in alignment. And I will first show a version for someone who's new here, and then another version trying to show a little bit the extremes, so you can choose and you know what you can do. Okay, so the little toes in line with your hips or muscle line, and if you like, you can take your hands behind your head, and as before, from the sit bones, coming up here, biggest possible circle, not lifting but lengthening, and then activating the abs. So from here, and then you can grab your sides with one arm or both, and now it's about coming up vertebra by vertebra, lengthening continuously, so it's as contracted as necessary, but as long as possible. And you from your hips in one line with your little toes, trying to come up, sit bones, head, that's the length, and whether you're straight already or not, no problem. And then you just relax, elbows closed, coming back to this position, and from your pubic bone, slowly lowering vertebra by vertebra, and slowly coming down. And yeah, back to your position, back to your starting position. Okay, when you are more flexible, by the way, first is lengthening the back, and when you've got the back long, then you can start to lengthen the legs, okay? As I'm saying, trying to show extremes, so little toes here in line with my hips, or muscle line, maybe. Little fingers in line with the shoulders. Now I'm doing part of the circle, coming up, trying to see my little fingers in line, sit bones head, lowering everything here, and now slowly coming up. I've got my arms down, elbows relaxed, very important, because I don't want to use anything here. It's about here, lengthening, yes, and lengthening the legs. If they come up, think them diagonally down. Now this is also diagonal, to not have any tension in my shoulders, lengthening everything. Front, side, back, and whenever you can't, make sure your neck is long anymore. Sustain that, relax, and just come up, sit bones head, lengthening, and now again from your pubic bone, slowly lowering, lengthening, and down. So please choose your version. We've got, what did they say? Two variations, two repetitions, I'm sorry. 2 repetitions, and the variations come afterwards, but that's not a problem, we'll let you know. Okay, so we do 2 repetitions, everyone their own speed, please. Don't rush yourself, make sure you can get feedback from your body. Lengthening, and go as slowly as possible. This is a very simple exercise, but it's not easy, because you're very much supposed to really lengthen and only use the lower abs. So from here and relax. Lengthening and slowly lower. Lengthen, lengthen, and make sure that you stay in your center line. If you notice that you're going always towards one side, think long between your shoulder blades and hips at your back, and then over time this will change, right? So it's really important. Lengthen, that we focus on the alignment. Lengthening, lengthen behind your neck, and release, and up, and slowly lower, and then we come up again, and we bend one leg. And the important thing is to not bend the leg in, but energy out of the knee, as we did before actually. So from here, lengthening, and now you don't think your leg in, you think your leg out of your hip and up. And if you have both legs bent and you think, oh, I can't do possibly any more, well, you just bend them both, and if you've got the leg a little bit bent, maybe it looks like this. I just do it the other way around so you can see it better, maybe like this, okay? So no problem, whatever it looks like, or whatever that looks like for you is right for you. Lengthening is only about the thought that you really think the energy out of the knee and you feel a difference in your lower back and hip. And sit bones head, lengthening, and lowering out, coming up, sitting on your sit bones. So wherever you are, you're good. You can have them both bend equally, fine. Lengthening, lower, and lengthen. Now I'm repeating this, either in the exact same way, or if you like, and you need that, you can try to stretch a little bit more. I'll show you in a minute. Lengthening. So first of all, we bend the leg, as we did before, energy out. And then, well, I'll just see if I can do it now with this leg. Lengthening, I could not do it at all because of the contractions. But we're getting there. Slowly. Lengthening your lower back, yeah. It has to be a little bit, because it's an exercise for the abs, but we're lengthening. Okay, so from here, and lengthen and lower. And then we do it with the other leg. And then we can show the relaxed version, lengthening, and you don't have to fully stretch your leg. Yes, I'll show you that with the other leg. Now, lengthening, lowering, energy out of the knee, and lengthening. So from here, maybe that or it's possible that the maximum stretch is here. So it's not, and it's there. So it's not about lengthening the leg, it's about, you know, how far do you get and how much length is there. Actually, my leg is not yet fully stretched, but I feel like this is lengthening the most. So, yeah, so you really think from your sit bone out and out. Okay, and lowering, slowly. Okay, and bending in, and then I'd say we did very well, so we just do, or you just do what you need to finish the class and feel good. Great. Okay, so, and I say thank you very, very much for participating in today's class. Of course, if you didn't subscribe so far, please subscribe to the channel, and also if you are interested in the weekly energetic forecasts of the guides, you can watch them on YouTube, Heike Bartels, and there is a daily dose on Instagram at Heike Dance. Lots and lots of love. Let's spread the love on this planet, and I see you for the next workout.